What is up, YouTube? This is Paul back with another video. In today's video, I just want to talk about one of my earliest memories of being in the arcades. Back in the day when I was just a kid, my father used to play Crown Green bowling for Ian Coupe. It was called the Ian Coupe Sports and Social Club. The club itself no longer exists. It was knocked down. They built a school on where the club used to be, but the two was it two greens? Yeah, no, sorry. There was three bowling greens, and the bowling greens are still there, but the club itself is no longer there. Yeah, I mean, I have some good memories of going to that club every weekend. They had all sorts of things there. You know, they had a room where you could put dues on. You like discos, weddings, any kind of events, that kind of thing. And they had they had the main bar, where you could have a drink. They even had a restaurant, and but also they had a very small room where they had a bunch of arcade machines, and that's where I spent most of my time. Um, like I said, my dad used to play bowls every Saturday evening. Well, Saturday afternoon, evening, coming into the evening, he would have a game. So we would have to go to Ian Coupe. I'd go with him because I like to get out of the house and go and watch my dad play bowls. But while I was there, I would always I'd always hassle him for some 10p's so I could go into the arcade room. They had some good arcades in there. They had the Turtles in Time arcade. They had Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, Altered Beast. Yeah, they had some really good classic games in there. Every Saturday evening, I would go in there after my dad's finished playing bowls. I'd go in there, waste all my change on playing Turtles in Time, Street Fighter, all that kind of stuff. We wouldn't go there every Saturday because we have what's called away games, where you would play at different bowling clubs. You'd go to their home ground and you'd play against them. Sometimes when after the game we would go back to our club, but sometimes we wouldn't. We'd just come straight home. On those times I was a bit a bit not upset but disappointed because I was looking forward to go to the arcades and see my friends there playing the arcades. On a Saturday evening, it could get very busy. Like I remember a time I wanted to go and play Turtles in Time, and it was being hogged by all the older kids, like 15, 16-year-olds. At the time, I was probably about, 10, 9 or 10, something like that. And I couldn't get on the machine because it was being hogged by the older kids. Unless you challenge someone that was playing, it's like, yeah, I bet I can beat you, blah blah blah, and then most of the time you wouldn't beat them. That happened to me on one occasion. I challenged a guy, not to Turtles in Time, but a Street Fighter. He was playing, him and all his mates were playing Street Fighter, and I wanted to play Street Fighter, but I couldn't because they were playing it, and so I said, just so I could get a quick go on that, I said, I bet I can beat you. Anyway, I got destroyed on Street Fighter. What other games they had? Yeah, like I said, they had Altered Beast, Turtles in Time. I think they even had Pac-Man. Yeah, they're my fondest memories of being in the arcades. Great times. As we all know, here in the UK, we no longer have the arcades. They've all stopped operating. But going to the arcades back then, like in the 80s, 90s, it wasn't just about going there to play the arcades. It would be a night out. People would go there to socialise, meet a girl. You know, if you're interested in a girl, you go with a group of friends and just say, yeah, I want to meet this girl. You'd get all dressed up just to go to the arcades, because you would never know who you would see there. You know, you might see a girl that you like the look of, and you have to look your best, so you would get dressed up to go. But yeah, great times back in the day, very, very good times. But yeah, like I said, here in the UK, arcades no longer operate. But apparently in Japan, the arcades are still in operation. If I could go to Japan, I would go there just for that reason, to experience the arcades and all that. But from what I've seen on YouTube, all different age groups go there. So the kids that are playing the arcades in their younger years, they're still going there, playing the arcades in Japan, and they're in like what, their 50s, 60s, 70s, still playing games, because in Japan the arcades are very, very special over there. They love their video games, and so yeah, if I could go to Japan, I would definitely go to one of the arcades. And also there's a computer shop I'd love to visit. It's quite expensive in there from what I've seen, but if I could go to Japan, I'd definitely go to this computer shop. It's called, is it Super Potato? Yeah, Super Potato, I think it's called. They have like all your classic game consoles from the Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Famicom, Super Famicom, Sega Master System, Mega Drive, Saturn, PlayStation. You get the picture. They have mostly all of the games consoles. I think they have like the shop on the first floor, but then in the on the second floor, I think they have like actual arcades where you could, you know, you just play the arcades and all that. But yeah, like I said, I'm a very big fan of video games. That they were some of the happiest times of my life. Going to that. Well, it wasn't an arcade at Ian Coupe. It was just like a small room that had a bunch of arcade machines in there, like a small arcade room. But yeah, I mean, I had great times in there playing the arcades with my friends at the time. We'd play like a 2-player on Turtles in Time. That game is incredible. Fondest memories of playing Turtles in Time with my mates. We would rotate. If you died in middle of gameplay, then you would rotate with your other friend. He would have a go, and we would keep doing that until we got like to the end of Turtles in Time. But yeah, great times of playing in the arcades. I wish they would bring the arcades back here in the UK, but that's not going to happen now. I mean, let's face it, we've got consoles that are better than the arcades now, with consoles such as the Xbox One X, PlayStation 4, the up and coming consoles, Xbox Series X, PlayStation 5. So I don't think we'll ever get that experience again with the arcades. But yeah, that was just about my video, just talking about the old days of playing in the arcades. And every Saturday evening, most Saturday evenings, I'd be there in the arcades playing the video games and all that. Great times. But yeah, is there anything else I need to say? I think I've covered everything I wanted to cover. That's just my video for today. If you like the video, please smash that like button. If you wish to comment, please do so. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.